Howdy, folks out there in the big old bad world. I hope you're okay, because, yeah, there's enough sadness and sorrow going around. So I really hope that if you're looking at this right now, if you've, spared the time, or if you have the time to look at a strange man doing strange things on the strange internet, it means that perhaps, your life is going in a certain direction that allows you to have such time to do as you please with it. What you would do with it. Just a little bit of time humor there, philosophical humor. Don't mind me. I really shouldn't have stopped doing drugs, because now I just feel like I have a license to just mess around. If I was back on that marijuana, I'd be like, I'd be cautious. I'd be seeing, I'd be like, can I really say that? People would be like, oh man, that dude's just high. But now I'm like, what are they gonna say? If they say I'm crazy, I'm like, good. I'll be like, fantastic. Now we're getting somewhere. I've lost my mind. Getting somewhere. Anyway. This is just a little bit of something that I wrote down. There's a brand new track out by some people known as the Cosmic Homies. Shout out to Mr. Matthew Okungu, Miss Karangari, Migai, and Omungai rather. Sorry. I really need to stop doing that. The other day, I just discovered the other day that I could win, so I've been doing it a little bit too much. I've been doing it too much, like Fantastic Mr. Fox, That's him. If you haven't watched Fantastic Mr. Fox as well, that's a serious movie, so watch that. By Wes Anderson, I believe. I do believe that he's responsible for that. But anyway, I was just saying that there's some serious music out there by Marushka. I haven't met Marushka, but shout out. I've heard many things from our mutual friend, Karangari, and Matthew. Of course, I know what's up. I know how you've been. We've crossed paths several times through the years, and yeah, Karangari, you know what it is. So one love to all of you guys. Your track dropped the other day. I was like, oh, I was like, damn it. I was really like that, to be honest. I was walking down the street, I was like, oh. People were like driving past and they were wondering, what is that dark figure? Because it was at night. So like, what is that dark shadow doing, stumbling backwards? What's up with that? And I was like, I wanted to tell them, like, it's been dropped. They killed it. Anyway, they did drop a really crazy song. The title of which we shall just cross-referencing it. I forget things very easily, or rather, I don't commit things to memory very easily unless I'm minded to do so. It's called Think This Through. Really a banger of a track. If you have not seen or heard it yet, make sure that you go check it out. I'm sure if you know any of the people I've mentioned, you can just go to their Facebook or something and check it out. If you happen to be on SoundCloud, often just type in Cosmic Homies and it should go ping, should come up. Anyway, this is I just do really long, ridiculous introductions for nothing, because they inspired me to write what I've written now, and I'll be sharing it with you right now. So here we go. Bear in mind, like I said at the end of the last video I posted, if you watched it, thank you for watching it. You might hear this in a song, and you probably will hear it in a song. But don't pay attention too much to the flow, because obviously if it's on a beat, it's gonna sound a little bit different. Right now, the purpose of these videos is just like me trying to welcome people into my perspective, because through a number of things that perhaps through time I'll be able to share with you. Things have really clicked into place for me, and I feel like now more than ever I have something that I'd like to say. I'm not even going to be like, you need to hear this, and like I feel like I have to. But let me just say what it is that I genuinely feel like I have something that I would like to say. And if people listen to it, all that, that would make me extremely happy. But it's not the it's not the end all be all. It's more like in this human existence, it's good to express yourself and use the avenues that have been so fortuitously provided to us, to express ourselves and to get things out there. God forbid, touch wood, if this was the last record of me on this earth, if whatever happened, if something terrible, who knows, if something happened and people didn't have a way of looking back and reminiscing, perhaps they'd have something like they'd have something like this to look at and think to themselves, okay, so this is what that guy was talking about. This is what this guy was thinking about, huh? And in that way, as they say, that's the promise of making quote unquote art, is the promise that you will live forever and that you won't be able to die, because people will keep quoting you, playing you over and over. One of my favorite examples of that is King of Pop, Michael Jackson, man. That guy, master, commander, all those kinds of things, man. Just an incredible human being. But till this day, I mean, how often, I bet that guy is played, I swear, every day. He's more alive than most people are, period. Most people don't get to be heard, to be seen in that way, and to be enjoyed in that way, which is a shame. Which is what I would hope to encourage, is that I'd hope that everybody gets to their pen and paper, gets to their drawings and whatever. I don't even draw, but sometimes I'm like, I have to draw. I'm not like a fashion dude, but I'm like, I decided to get things made so I could rock them and be like, this is some of who I am. This is like, it's a better representation of me, this dude right here, than this is. You know what I mean? That this is such an impersonal thing. Somebody just slapped up a design, and it wasn't made with a jogs in mind. It wasn't made with a mark in mind, or whoever might have, who owns this shit, because it's not the only shit that was ever made of this type. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay if you don't, because yeah, c'est la vie. Anyway, here we go. This is actually what the purpose of this is, just to share this a little bit. Playing games with reality. Throwing die cast in stone, destiny is made to be redone, redid. He hid bad things when he came to regret the gestures of his limbs, flexing of lips, speaking foul words at his mother, none other than her son, who shamed the universe every time he cursed at her, until they came through the back door. They murdered her with steel wire and a baseball bat. This time around, the kid ain't holding nothing back. Forgot to cross my T's on the last track. Haven't mentioned that it's me picking up the slack. Every time I flow, everywhere I go, they respond by rolling back my roll. They're reacting by burrowing deeper. These ignorant moles, entrenched in their same old holes. Yeah, I know those. Cycles of titles, Bibles from Michael, scriptures from John's, parables from Tina's, psalms from Rashad's, sutras from Kamal's. Yep, millions of stories that we have told ourselves, not realizing every projection is just an apparition. One of the wisest things I've ever learned is that you need to be careful who's really in control, because the deception is almost perfect when your ego walks the path. Those disconnects invite fell spirits seeking recompense. When you next commence believing in believing, hence, just remember that 2 pence are the same thing as the proverbial long-quoted pair of cents. So just be careful what you wish for. Asking for a shot until you get a fistful. You ain't never heard it this raw, 'cause even in my waking I can feel the abyss's pull. Been staring back at it since I was 12 years old. Now all my heroes are dead and all my whores have been sold. There's nothing left for me to get into. But I reject any notion that my circumstances are defined by what I've been through. Come on, don't flatter yourself, pitter-patter yourself, get so drunk on the thought of your death that you can't understand yours is a living one. I have too many, but I haven't been giving one. Don't nobody got me, because there's no one to have. I just want to strap myself to a fan and put that thing on blast, because I need to start airing things out, figuring the stations of what being a king's all about. More colors in my skin than Joseph, holy Moses. Take me to the sea so I can close this chapter of my life, kiss this scope goodbye. because my submersibles, because my submersibles cut. Sorry, it's a difficult one. Because my submersible sprung a leak, and I could hardly care why. And so on and so on. Check out, look out for some more heartfelt wanderings from the Incognito Kid. Yours truly, Jogs One love, guys.